എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. എൻ്റെ പേര് തബിത. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് നന്നായി സംസാരിക്കാൻ താല്പര്യം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ അതിന് സഹായിക്കുന്ന ഒരു വീഡിയോ ആണിത്. How are you? I'm fine. So much we hear people using this phrase and the same response, I am fine, no matter how they're feeling in reality. So I want to talk to you about 10 different ways to ask how are you and 10 different ways to respond rather than just I am fine. Before that, I want to give you a tip. Palarum enoda choditutunda. What is your good name, please? You will never hear that from a native English speaker. What is your name? That's enough. Elavarude perum naladana. And even if someone has a bad name, they're not going to tell you, oh, my name is bad. So back to how are you? I'm going to say 10 different ways to say this, and I hope that you can practice these ways. So I'll just go through them quite quickly, and hopefully you'll be able to remember them. Number 1 is how's everything? That's just asking someone how is everything going on in your life. Number 2, how have you been? But you wouldn't say this to someone at the first time meeting them. How have you been implies that you've met them before, maybe a couple of months back, and how have you been is asking how have you been in the last 2 months that I haven't seen you. Number 3 is how's it going? How's life going? How's everything going? How's life going? Number 4 is what's going on, or you could say what's been going on. So what's been going on in your life? What have you been doing? And number 5, and this is more formal, which is how do you do? And you won't really even hear people use that much anymore. It's really only in very formal situations. And number 6 is how are things? How's everything in your life? Number 7 is you alright? So you can have 3 different versions of this, like are you alright? Which you'd more say if someone looks upset. You alright, which is more informal. You could just be passing someone quickly and saying, oh, you alright? Even in the UK, we hear many times people just go, alright? Like, they kind of say alright instead of hi. So they say alright instead of hi. And even you don't even have to respond. You just say alright back. Or you can just quickly respond and say, oh, good. So that was you alright. Number 8, what are you up to? So it means what are you doing? What are you up to? And number 9, how was your day? So that's specifically asking about that day. If you want to know a longer time, you could say how was your month? How was your day? So just you could say to someone once they come back from work or whatever they've been out and about doing that day. And number 10 is what's up? It's kind of more very informal term to use. Now I'll move on to the 10 different ways to respond instead of saying I'm fine. These are the 10 alternatives. But there's more than this, but this is just a guide to perhaps give you ideas of other things to say. So number 1 is I'm good, which is very common for people to say that. Number 2 is I'm well. Number 3, pretty good. Number 4, very well, thanks. And it's very common to hear people to respond thanks at the end of their reply. So if someone asks me how are you, I could say, oh, I'm good, thanks. And what that communicates is you're saying thank you for asking about me, thank you for taking an interest in me. And then I would perhaps say, and you. So it could be, the conversation could be like this. Someone asks me, how are you? And I just say, oh, I'm good, thanks. And you? So I'm turning the question back at them because I also want to know about them. So that's a different way that you could structure the conversation. And number 5 is, you could say I'm not too bad, which is kind of if you're just okay, you're not too bad, you're not too good, you're just somewhere around the middle. And number 6 is I'm doing really well, so things are going really well for you. Number 7 is alright, you can say yeah, I'm alright, which is again just in the middle, things are okay. And number 8 is I'm okay. And number 9 is that if things are going really well, you can say that I'm blessed, or and number 10 is I'm doing great, like great, absolutely great, everything's going really well in life. So those are not the only ways, but they're 10 alternatives to I'm fine. So I hope you get the chance to practice these. So find someone that you can just practice this simple conversation with of how are you and how to respond. And I really hope that this video was helpful for you. I'm going to be doing more videos like this, so please like and subscribe and be blessed. And thank you for watching.